Hi Capricorn, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your very late and rescheduled general reading. It was supposed to be bi-weekly. I'm going to change the schedule here. I'm going to make it once a month because it just takes too long and then it throws off everything else. So this is going to be for February 7th to the 28th. And because I was late with you guys, I will start first next time for the next generals. Let's get into it. It's the same lineup as usual. Got the Goddess Tarot by Chris Wilder. I'm going to pull some oracle cards, a whole bunch. This is the Doreen Virtues Romance Angels, Angela Hartfield's Whispers of Love, the Sacred Traveler by Denise Lynn, Crystal Healing Cards, Crystal Reading Cards by Rochelle Sharman, Wisdom of the Oracle Cards by Colette Baron-Reed, Divine Feminine Oracle Cards by Megan Watterson, and Wild Kuan Yin Oracle Cards by Alana Fairchild. Alright, so let me pull my books back because I just finished some readings. Alright Capricorn, this is for you guys. Let's see what's going on for you for February 7th to the 28th. This is a general reading. Whatever pops up, pops up. Can we get a positive reading, please? Something for... Okay, that popped out. Coming home to victory. The Empress. Beauty, love, fertility. Major fate card there. Again with the coming home to victory. The Four of Pentacles, being a little bit unreceptive and miserly. Closed off in emotions. Okay, a lot of cards want to pop out. Again with this, okay, this is 3 times that this card popped out with strength, okay, this time with Goddess Oya. Alright, Capricorn, let's get a positive reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th, please, in the form of a Celtic cross. For those who really need to hear this, really like to get a positive reading. If you guys have noticed, you look at the titles of the last few readings I've been doing after my break, it's really been attracting a much higher energy, much higher vibration readings, which I like. And sometimes I'll get really negative readings. It happens, but that's okay. If it really needs to be, you know, read, if that message really needs to go out there, I will do that. But really, I don't have much choice, to be honest. I don't do these over and over again. It's a one-shot deal. You know, shuffle and go and see what happens. Alright, if it doesn't resonate for you, no big whoop. Check out some other videos. I've got my February love readings for the month up already. If that doesn't resonate for you, check out my little tarot hauls, my crystal shopping, and my tarot decks, and how I clean my one tarot deck that I bought that was used. The others are new. It's kind of fun. Also have a Valentine's Day reading up for all the signs, because I think people want to know. It's always fun and cute to celebrate the holidays, even if you ain't got nothing going on. Like me. 6 of Pentacles, dependency, giving and receiving, reciprocity. King of Cups, King of Love, someone who is a seeker of knowledge, could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, someone who is, could be a father figure, could be someone who's offering emotional support. And then you got King of Swords, 2 kings. Wow, 2 kings, Capricorn. King of Swords is someone who uses logic and reason. So you've got air signs here with the swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Two kings. Looks like one noble lady over here with 2 attending women. This is someone who uses logic and reason. And then look at that, the World card, Gaia. Speaking to travel, humanitarian efforts could very well go with the King of Cups as well. Yeah, humanitarian work, very much so. Just because of the World card speaks to, like, you know, environmentalism or, you know, world politics, anything along the lines of caring for your other, you know, for your fellow man. charities, philanthropy, humanitarianism. Then you've got the Six of Pentacles, which is very much about reciprocity, giving, receiving, and all that. And these two are both about something with deeper, searching for deeper meaning in life with the King of Cups, and then using logic and reason and communication. So this could be some kind of work-related. It could go both ways. It could go work or romance. All right, so let's keep going. I'd like to get one card to signify the end of a shuffle. And as these readings are long, if numerous oracle cards pop out, I'll show you the card and I'll read what it says on the card, but I'm going to reshuffle because otherwise it takes way too long and it throws off the whole schedule. So, Capricorn, this is for you. What's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th, please? I'm going to stop there. All right. 10 of Staves, 10 of Wands, great success, great responsibilities on the bottom of the deck, starting with the situation. 5 of Pentacles. And let's see if 6 of Pentacles pops out, because these two always seem to go hand in hand. 5 of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold, lack of faith, lack of funds, lack of trust, challenge. Prince of Pentacles, which in this deck is representative of the Page of Pentacles. Another Prince, consciously Prince of Swords. 3 of Wands, 3 of Staves at the foundation, subconscious there. Recent past, Queen of Cups. Recent future, 4 of Cups. You right now, 8 of Staves, 8 of Wands. Around you, there it is. See, what did I say? What did I say? 5 and 6, these always pop up together. Okay, I had it for Aquarius. I just had it for, I think it was Scorpio. Maybe it was the one before Scorpio. What was before Scorpio? Might have been Sagittarius. I don't remember. Might have been Pisces. These 5 and 6, they always seem to go together. Okay, so this is what's around you. Hopes and fears, Ace of Swords. Outcome. Oh, 9 of Swords, brutal. It's okay though. Take a good look at what you do not want, okay? Energies change like this. Oh, do we see Major Arcana here? None. Major Arcana means major secrets. Those are the fate cards. You have no fate cards for February 7th to the 28th. It's pure free will. So I'll read it to you. We'll read it for funsies, and then it'll be a little bit more insightful when we get the oracle cards to give us more input here. But really, it's all free will. You could switch this in the next minute by just putting out the intention that I will not be stuck in this 9 of Swords energy at the end for the outcome. And once you change the way you're looking at the situation, this whole spread will be different. I've done it myself for myself. It completely goes from night to day, depending on how you're looking at the situation. As it is right now, this is how it looks. 5 of Pentacles is about feeling left out in the cold. These two are outside in the snow. There's a storm. One seems to be happily looking at the snowflakes. The other one is, wrapped up in her shawl, trying to keep warm. And they purposely depict this picture like this in the tarot. Traditionally, even, you'll see a 5 of Pentacles card. Let me just show you one. Just so you get an idea of what the traditional tarot cards look like. Let me get a Rider-Waite deck. Where are you at? Alright, here. Show you with the Golden Universal. This 5 of Pentacles card here shows 2 ladies, and they're, as I said, one looking at snowflakes, the other one looks like she's suffering. And it shows them outside, being left out in the cold, lack of faith, lack of funds, lack of trust. In the traditional tarot, they'll show an institution behind these 2 people. Okay, it could be a woman and a child. It could be 2 men, 2 women, whatever it is. But generally speaking, they'll have a church in the background with lights on, like this. You see this? Just to compare, Let me show you. Okay. So in this deck, you see the snow, and these two are outside. This one's got, you know, okay, they amped up the sad factor here with a wooden leg, a peg leg, okay? So basically, look at them. They're not even looking. They're walking away from this institution, right? This church here, which has warmth, shelter, food. I'm not going to say comfort, because why would these two people be leaving and stepping away from this institution if it has all these things that are free for them and that they can, you know, share in these resources and stay in comfort as opposed to being outside in the cold? Some people will say it's because they don't see this church, which, how can you not see that, right? So the way I see this card, because it resonates for me like this a lot, you know, I've been doing tarot for a while, not on YouTube. The first time I picked up a tarot deck was about 20 years ago. And then, you know, played with it like crazy, beefed up on the knowledge, and then had some negative experiences because I didn't know how to protect myself. Packed them all up. I was like, okay, put it in a box, didn't touch it again. 20 years later, somebody else brings it back into my life, and I'm like, okay. And now the decks are so much more inclusive. So it's been interesting for me, and now I'm back and I protect myself. Completely different experience. So 5 of Pentacles here is about going on your own, the hard route. Choosing not to be a part of this institution because you don't believe in that institution. Think of the church. Think of law. Think of marriage. A lot of people have issues with these institutions where you would rather go it alone than to take part in whatever comforts they can offer you, right? These two look like they're suffering, but you'll also see this one's looking at the snow like she's enjoying it, right? Some decks will show it like that, other decks won't. Just depends. That's where I get the whole thing of the rebel card, being rebellious, stepping away from the institution because you don't want to be a part of it. Okay, I know that was a long, you know, sidetrack there. But why not? It's got a long read anyways. Okay. Then you have the challenge here. Oh, sorry. One more thing. If it's love and romance, 5 of Pentacles is about, just like it's a lack of faith, lack of funds in the Pentacles realm, the material realm, when you go try to translate that over to emotions, if it's love and romance are you talking about, that means when do you have a lack of faith or a lack in your, you know, emotions in your romantic life? What do you do when you have that lack of faith? Well, then you're kind of destructive. Sometimes you'll be non-committal. So because of that lack of faith, you manifest relationships that don't offer commitments because you don't want to commit. Like attracts like, that kind of energy. The challenge here is this Page of Pentacles represented by the Prince of Pentacles. Very youthful energy. Could be a child, could be a student. This is really the card of a student. Specifically the Prince of Pentacles, and you know, same actually with the Prince of Swords, a Page of Swords, okay? So these pages, I'm going to talk about both of them at the same time. Pages in general in the court cards are relayers and collectors of information. You know, like little messenger boys. They can also represent youthful people like your children. They could represent people who are in university, students, especially with these two. So with the Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, it could be a message coming in of some material offer in the challenge here. Some kind of new job, new, I feel like it's a new job or a new relationship, okay? I feel like it's more along the lines of some material offer like finances. But we'll see where it goes. In the conscious, you got this Prince of Swords, which is representative of the Page of Swords. This is how your day-to-day, what you're thinking. And that means you are, aside from possibly being a young person who's in school, this is kind of a spy card as well, okay? Why? Because the Page of Swords, it's like a double information collector because first of all, it's a page. Secondly, it's ruling the suit of swords. Swords are about the air energies like Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. All of these signs are air signs. Air signs represent the swords. Swords and air signs all represent intellect, thought, communication, those type of things. mental activity, okay? So when you're a page who collects information, that's your job, and you relay messages, you know, collecting and relaying messages, and then you amp that up with, it's about swords, it's about intellect, thoughts, what's going on. So you're collecting information about what people are doing and thinking and saying. That's why I say it's like a spy card. So consciously, you're keeping tabs on somebody or some situation. Could be via social media, could be, and I really suggest seriously for your own karma, I hope that you're not doing anything underhanded like spyware and things like that. A lot of people are doing it these days. It's really, really bad karma. Don't do it. Now, if it's not like that, you're just doing what, you know, is fine. Like, sure, you can snoop on Google, you can snoop on Facebook and social media and Instagram and Twitter and those kind of things. That's fair game, because if they put it out there, then why not look at it? But if you're doing underhanded things like putting spyware on phones and things like that, that's really below the belt and you shouldn't do that. So Page of Swords, Prince of Swords here in the mind and the conscious, it's just about collecting information, okay? Someone who wants to know everything, know all the ins and outs before they make a move. Kind of a nervous energy too. In the foundation, you've got 3 of staves. 3 of Wands. You see this woman here, she's holding 1 stave, 1 wand, looking out into the ocean, looking at the land. There's water here, there's land in the far horizon. 3 of Wands is all about putting out information into the world, putting out, let's say, investments, if it's about coins and jobs and work. Putting out resumes, let's say, okay, trying to get a job, could be, because it's youthful energy here, and waiting now. This 3 of Wands is now waiting for them to come back in. The rewards, reaping the rewards, the return of your energy here, all of your hard work, wanting to reap the benefits of that. Traditionally in tarot, it'll show a merchant standing there with his ships coming in, 2 ships coming in, you know, put it out there for business, and now they're coming back full of all the goodies that he's waiting for the rewards. So here, that's your subconscious. That's the foundation. You're waiting for some kind of return on all this information that you've been putting out there. Okay, it could be, you know, that you've been in a hard spot financially, not working, and the challenge is to get a job, and you consciously have been really out there putting out all the information, you know, sending out resumes like crazy, waiting for a response here in the foundation because you feel confident that it's coming back in now, some good news. Could be like that. In the recent past, you got Queen of Cups. See, this is why I say it could be that this is about work-related messages, because if you're the Queen of Cups in the recent past and you're not a youthful energy like a student or a child, okay? Queen of Cups is someone who is, first of all, could be a water sign like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Put that aside. This is someone who is, no matter what your sign is, if you're tapping into the energy of Queen of Cups, someone who is very psychic, intuitive, a healer type. In this deck, she has mastered the Suit of Cups. It's not the King of Cups that masters this deck. Chris Walder intentionally made it so that the queens are the completion, okay? It's very girl power that way. And, you know, things have changed, right? From back in the day when the women couldn't vote, women couldn't do this, women couldn't leave the house, women couldn't do that. A lot of things have changed. So now that people are realizing, women are realizing their power. This is why I got this deck, because it's the Queen of Cups. You know, I feel like male energy is absolutely necessary for sure, but women just have to do so much more. So why not be the completion of the suit in this deck? Okay, so Queen of Cups, someone who is a healer, could be a social worker, therapist, something along those lines. She's wearing in this deck something that looks like bridal finery, you know, bridal wear. Now, could be a married woman. Doesn't have to be. Could be someone who's working with spiritual work as well. just because it's about the cups, intuition, psychic abilities. It's one of the most intuitive cards in the deck. Someone who is very loving, in touch with their emotions, giving, generous, sweet, and open and receptive to others and other people's feelings. That was the recent past. So somehow this changes. In the recent future, we see this Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is when something happens and now you're disinterested in life because you're so busy ruminating about something that's past over and over and over in your mind, where it's either left you numb, in a stasis kind of, where you don't really want to do anything, like this lethargic kind of funk. So you see this woman here, she's under the tree. She's got 3 cups here that she's focused on. There's 1 cup here. Again, in the traditional tarot, you'll see the cup being offered by a divine hand or something, and the 3 of Cups spilled in front of her. And just like the 5 of Cups, it's also a need to snap out of it and to shift your focus from the past. These 3 of Cups that have, you see there's a separation, right, between the 3 cups here on the left and the 1 cup on the right. And that separation is intentional because it's saying, you're not seeing this divine cup, this cup that you used to have in your hand. This 1 cup, the Ace of Cups, is about being good on your own. It's about being completely fulfilled and joyous on your own, without needing to be in a relationship, without needing anything else. Just complete, blissful, like just very happy energy where your cup is running over and you're very just joyful with life as you have it. Okay, something that's making you extremely divine love coming out of you. But you don't see that cup anymore because something happened. The 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups represents good times, the good old days, celebrating with your friends, reunions. Something happened that you're missing this. And you don't see this anymore. Okay, so you right now this is the recent future. This is you right now. 3 Wands cards, speaking to some growth here as well, okay? So the 8 of Wands is about communications, love, enthusiasm, lots of messages and communications coming through. High energy, excited energy, passionate energy. That's you right now. Right now you're very excited. You're getting good feedback from whatever it is that you've been working on. Could be people who are interested in you. Could be something that you've put out feelers in, like for 3 of Wands, you're waiting, right? For a return on your investments, return on what you've been putting out into the world. Something that looks like might have been resumes, might have been something along those lines. Whatever you've been putting out, you've been waiting, and you're confident in your subconscious, knowing it's going to come back, and it does, because you right now, you're getting a lot of feedback back. Whatever you've been putting out, look at that. 8 of Wands coming in. Lots of enthusiasm and good feedback. Almost overwhelming. Around you, you've got 6 of Pentacles. This is the energy you're surrounded by, or someone like this who is around you. Okay? Now, why I said when I saw the 5 of Pentacles is I always get the 6 of Pentacles with it when I do a reading and the spread. Because it's like it's directly related. Because these 2 ladies always look like these 2 ladies. Right? It's like what happens when you're out on your own. Usually I'll get like, this is about dependencies and giving and receiving, reciprocity, charity, philanthropy, all those kinds of things. This one noble woman is there, and she's got, you know, nice clothes, and she's got jewelry, and she's well-to-do, and she's holding a big pentacle in her hand. The other 2, as you can see, just by their body language and with their garments, they're not as well-to-do as she is. This is the card of literally, you know, giving money to the poor, those less fortunate than you, things like that. It could also even be, whether it be a card, first of all, of being generous and benevolent, or on a lower vibration of being exploitative of those who have less than you. Okay, so that, for example, on a negative vibration, lower vibration, these two could be feeling like, I don't have as much as you. I don't have nice things like you. Doesn't make me feel good about myself. I think I should get more. Maybe I'm looking at you as what I can get from you, as opposed to the kind things and being appreciative of what you're trying to do for me. This woman might be looking at them like, oh, I love having people that I can, give some money to and, feel superior to them. In that way, okay, in a lower vibration, because even though it's the card of giving and receiving and all the good stuff, okay, like reciprocity, there's a negative lower vibration to it. Just think common sense wise, okay? Who gives money to charities without trying to feel good about something? Like, who really truly gives something away without expecting anything in return, without anybody knowing anything about what they did? Maybe sometimes. But a lot, if not most people, if not all people, generally like to get props for what they're doing, right? Attention or, the credit. They want to get the credit for giving and for being generous, right? Everybody's like that, whether it's about finances or whether it be about, your grades at school, whatever it is. People aren't doing it just for the sake of learning, right? They're doing it because they want to get good grades so that they can get, scholarships, so they can get a PhD, so then they can get this and that, and then they can be called doctor. There's always, something ego involved in whatever you're doing. So whenever people say that this is just a happy card, no matter what way you slice it, this way, that way, it's reverse, lower vibration, always happy. I don't even understand how you could think that, because who's happy having less than someone else all the time, right? Okay, so that's the surrounding energy. Could be you feeling like this because the situation is 5 of Pentacles, right? Lack of faith, lack of funds. Or it could be someone around you who is now coming to help you out. Okay? Now, Ace of Swords is your hopes and fears. Ace of Swords is the sword of truth, victory, and clarity. It's communication. It's a new opportunity. It's about being able to speak your truth, to be able to express yourself and let people know how you're feeling, what your situation is, what your position is, and also to cut off what no longer serves you. And the warning with the Ace of Swords is that it cuts both ways. So when you're using that sword, if you use it aggressively, it can lead to this energy, right? Even if you think you're right sometimes, even if you're right or wrong, whatever it may be, even if someone's done something wrong to you or hurtful to you, and you express yourself, and there's always a very, more compassionate, tactful way to do it. Because sometimes you let your emotions get carried away, and then you want to spill everything and open up old wounds, and it causes more drama, and then you've bitten off more than you can chew. It made a bigger mess than it had to be. Because the feeling of wanting to get those thoughts and feelings off your chest was more important than trying to, you couldn't think past that, kind of. And so it leads this 9 of Swords energy, which is about now you have to live with the results of what happened. You're in bed, anxiety-filled, fearful. Look at this woman. She looks like she's holding her stomach and she's cold, and the room is dark and gloomy, like it's made of stone or something, and it's just a cold, clammy, stressed out, anxiety-filled, terrible energy to be in. Okay, so what I would say right off the bat, whatever situation you're dealing with for February 7th to the 28th, be mindful of this Ace of Swords energy. Keep a cool head. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck. 10 of Wands is about great success, great responsibilities. So if you get a new gig, new job, it's going to be a lot of responsibilities on your back immediately. So say goodbye to, your free time. If you like your job, it's fantastic. You'll love it. You'll embrace the responsibilities. And obviously, if you don't like it, you're going to want to quit because it's overwhelming. You've got this Justice card here with Goddess Athena. Athena is the goddess of, I think it's a Greek goddess or Roman goddess of wisdom, intelligence, and war. Okay, so automatically you get a little bit of a combative conflict feeling. But she's representing the Justice card. And the Justice card means that whatever's going on in this situation for the conflict, everything is going to work out fairly for everyone involved. Justice is all about having the power and authority to be able to make a decision and a judgment based on the situation. It's a major arcana card. It's a major fate card. So make sure you're above board and that you don't lose your head, because there could be legal matters or contracts or fine print that you have to read, you know, court rulings, dealings, things like that. And then you've got Two of Swords. That speaks to a decision that needs to be made. Two swords, two truths. This woman, it's a feeling of stuckness. Why? Because she's blindfolded. And, you know, it's a calm period a little bit just because she's going to make a decision. But if she doesn't make that decision, she's going to stay stuck and blindfolded with holding two swords for a while, right? So it's a need to make a decision about something here. Let's keep going. And there's that new job, new opportunity with the Ace of Wands. Looks like maybe it could have been you got two opportunities, perhaps. Because Justice also holds scales, right? Could be two opportunities and you finally pick one. Ace of Wands, passionate new beginnings. Male energy, fire energy, like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be a new job, a new creative venture, new project. Celebrations. Happy now. Three of Cups. Reunions or hanging out with your girlfriends, hanging out with your family, celebrating and toasting to the good times now because it's finally you got a break. Let's see what else there is. And then there's Queen of Swords. This is like the single mother energy, the divorcee energy, someone who is established. I feel like this could be related to law. Maybe you're looking for work in something related to law, perhaps. Army, police, something like that. I don't know. Because it's Queen of Swords energy, just with a sword that she's holding, and then the Princess, a lot of swords, right? So it could be about communication as well, but, you know, let's take it as it resonates. Queen of Swords is someone who is like a single mother energy, a divorcee. But more than that, someone older, someone who's had a lot of life experience under her belt. You can't trick her, you can't fool her. She's someone who's very cool and collected, uses logic and reason to make her decisions. She's the completion of the swords in this deck. So she's very fair in her ruling. Looks like you're very fair. You're going to be very, like someone in a position of power to be able to make rulings and judgments. Yeah, because they both seem to be very kind of official energy where you need to be just and above board and use logic and reason as opposed to your emotions. And there's that stability, Four of Wands. Four of Wands is all about another card of reunions, but really it's a firm foundation. You see that castle in the background? And they're celebrating because now you've built a firm foundation, solid foundation for your life. Looks like whatever financial lack was going on, you make a decision, you get a new job, you celebrate now because it's good times. You're in a position of authority. It's going to bring you not only a good job, but it's going to bring you stability. Okay, and I'm going to end it there with a deck. So, don't get caught up in this energy right now. Maybe you're just worried because of this, right? The Nine of Swords, because of lack of finances right now, it's a little bit low. Dough might be a little bit low, but it's going to get better. It's just a matter of waiting for your opportunities to come in. It looks like there's going to be two opportunities that you're going to take seriously and consider. You choose one, and it's going to be a good one. All right. So let's pull. It's already in this order. So let's pull one Colette Baron read Wisdom of the Oracle cards. I'm going to read you the prosperity message because it's about career and finances reading pretty much, okay? Something with communication. What the heck? What did I just do? Okay, this one slipped out. No place like home, loyal heart. But I'm going to keep going just because a whole bunch fell out weird. This is for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. That's it. Soulmates. Beautiful. That's the it just fell out of the deck, okay? Soulmates. So apparently there is a soulmate connection here. Love, okay. On the bottom, never-ending story, 37. Something that, you know, goes on and on forever. So let's read about this. Colette Baron Reed, number 41. I'm just saying, like, I'm going to get in trouble now because the last 3 readings have been happily ever after. Soulmate for Scorpio. And then soulmate again for you guys. I've been asking for happier readings. I don't know what's going on, okay? But you saw it flipped out. Okay. Essential meanings. Harmonious partnerships. Love, friendship, companionship. A relationship fostering personal growth. The Oracle's message. You are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. So, I'll read relationship and prosperity, okay? The relationship messages. Consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same. Regardless of how long your relationship lasts, consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate. Come to guide you home to the real you. That could be somebody who's here helping you out here, right? Around you. Prosperity message. Strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others, mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, and strangers open doors for you and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and co-creation. This is what you've been waiting for. Excellent. So it's business related after all, and it's talking about partnerships. You could take it as love too with soulmate connection. I'll just read you the protection message too. It says, an important relationship brings you to your knees. This is the kind of soulmate who comes with a powerful gift. Your patterns and all your old stories that don't serve your well-being enter into this dynamic so you can heal them. This person is called to a sacred task to help you learn, even if it seems uncomfortable, sticky, or even inconceivable. The question is not, why did he or she do this to me? But rather, what is the gift in this? Look into this mirror. You will only be changed for the better. Beautiful. That's so sweet. All 3 messages were great. I'll tell you, sometimes some of these messages, like, very contrary. The protection message will completely negate what the other messages say. And then I'm there like, but this was pretty good. All right. So I'm going to pull, we'll continue down this road here. This is the crystal reading card by Rochelle Sharman. Now, why I love this deck is, first of all, these crystals are beautiful. I love crystals, but on top of giving you a beautiful crystal and giving you an oracle message, it will also tell you what chakra needs healing or work. Special attention even, okay, for the work you're about to do. So this is a crystal that we're going to get for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th, please. Going to get 1 stone for Capricorn, 1 crystal for Capricorn, please. Something that will help them manifest finances, success, abundance, and a happy life. What will set Capricorn on the right path right now, please? Give us one crystal for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. So what chakra needs healing? February 7th to the 28th. No, too many. Just one, please. Okay, nothing's falling out, so I'm just going to pick one. That's it. On the bottom we have petrified wood, ancestors. I'll tell you right off the bat, just says that your ancestors are around you, your ancestor spirits, whether that freaks you out or creeps you out or not. Ancestors, and they want to guide you and help you, okay? On the top, yes, kyanite, blue kyanite, letting go. This is one of my favorite stones. I've said this to people many times. This is going to align all your chakras. I know this stone from personal experience. There's two crystals that really do help me the most. Kyanite would probably be number one. I got a kyanite bracelet, and then I discovered where my chakras are. I actually felt the vibration from my root chakra to all the way to my crown chakra. Like a xylophone going boom, 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 all the way up. I could feel it, okay? And it aligned my chakras for real. These pieces here, they're a little bit more brittle and breakable. You can get a harder blue kyanite bracelet. That's the kind that worked for me. But I do keep blue kyanite around me. All my crystals are outside charging right now in the new moon. I like to keep it out baking in the new moon for a few days because I love it. I love new moons just because I'm a moon in Aries. So blue kyanite, it really does help you be articulate, especially because there's so many swords in your reading. Whatever your job is for communicating intelligently, articulately, with fairness, okay, and it seems like you're in a position, your new job, that's going to require you to speak professionally, you know. So blue kyanite is something that helps you speak, and, you know, just like this Ace of Swords, this is what you're hoping for. I was telling you, this is about speaking and expressing yourself in the most constructive way without offending others, but at the same time being able to speak your truth, right? I told you this card can also be a little aggressive, where you cut off people and you're a little bit too sharp with your tongue. That's why I think you got blue kyanite. This is for people who hold things in as well. A lot of emotions, and they're not very, just like you got Queen of Swords. Okay, I very much understand the Queen of Swords energy. I do that myself. You know, I'm the kind of person who, like, holds everything in for a while. And the blue kyanite helps me a lot with communicating. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to explode like twice a year. So kyanite, the blue kyanite, it helps you to do something you normally wouldn't do. Just sit there and spend that time to express yourself very eloquently. At the same time, feeling so satisfied that you got to express all your feelings to the person who deserves it without being accused of being offensive or too harsh. That's why I like blue kyanite. Okay, so let's leave that here. I would seriously, it's not expensive. It's very inexpensive to get these little chips. It's like $4, $5 for like a piece, small piece. So even if you just hold on to it when you're trying to express things, do some wire wrapping, and then wear it around a string or something around your neck if you don't want to put it on or buy a silver necklace, something like that. Helps a lot. And if you don't want to buy the crystal and you're not the kind of person who goes to crystal shops, just Google a picture of it, a nice blue kyanite, and just chill out, meditate, close your eyes, breathing exercise, then look at that crystal and just chill out. Okay? It'll help you with your, I really do suggest that you get a blue kyanite. It's an amazing crystal, especially if you can get like a bracelet or something, but with the harder round beads, and wear it all the time. It's especially when you're sleeping. It's awesome. All right. Now, this is Sacred Traveler. It's always a very adventurous deck. Very happy and exciting. Makes me feel free. That's why I love it. Can we get one card, please, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 27th? Too many. Heck no. I won't go. No. One card, please. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. Okay. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others. Put this over here. And then you've got fellow travelers, support is all around you. This is another card. You see this bird over here watching? This is another card. It's saying not just fellow travelers, it's saying spirit is all around you. Just like you got your ancestors on the bottom of this crystal reading deck with the petrified wood representing ancestors, okay? These two cards on the bottom is saying you are being divinely led, okay? You are being led by spirit as well, especially from your ancestors. They're trying to show you the right way to go, okay? Whether that creeps you out or not. Also, could not, with this card, it's about fellow travelers, fellow spirit travelers as well, not just about your relatives, spirit guides, okay? Wise leader. So it says, you are a leader, you carry a wisdom and radiance that inspires others, even if you're not always aware of the depth of wisdom within you. It's emerging by leaps and bounds. This is a time to step into your power and take a role of leadership. You're ready. Grab the reins, make decisions. It's okay if you're not 100% sure. Make decisions anyway. It's what a leader does. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know, on the journey, it's easy to tell who the leaders are. They have an... One second. Inner grace and strength that glows from within. Others travel on the pathways that the leaders have created. The wise leader holds up the flame as a torch for others in the darkest night. But the leader also listens to the beat of their own drum. Grab the reins of life on your terms. Don't live to please and appease others to the detriment of your own needs. This is not what a leader does. Live without regrets. Okay, beautiful. Next, we will pull a Wild Kuan Yin card from Alana Fairchild. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. That's it. Blessings to begin. Blessing to begin. Beautiful. That's a beautiful card. Blessing to begin. I'll put this down so you can see it more. Okay. Try every time I straighten this out. These cards are slippery. Okay. On the bottom we've got Priestess of Perfect Pairing. Makes the match. But I can't memorize these because, you know, honestly, with these Alana Fairchild Wild Kuan Yin cards, the meanings are so deep. So beautiful, often bringing me to tears, okay? But each one of them is like a book. I can't do that. So, haven't memorized all of them yet. 25, let's talk about this one. Blessing to begin. Accepting my blessings will amplify the results of your efforts. Your success will bring happiness to more people than you realize, and your desires and mine are in perfect accord. You have what it takes within you to bring a precious and sacred idea to life. I would like to help you push off from the earth, giving some lift for those first few steps to set your manifestation in motion. Sustaining the momentum takes less energy than getting it started. It is important to me that this impulse in you comes to life, for I was the one who planted the desire in your heart in the first place. Let me gift you with ignition and energy for the beginning. You have my blessing to begin. right? What was I saying? Spirit guides, right? Relatives, ancestors, and other spirit guides who've taken notice of your energy, okay? This might be out there for some people, but look at what it says, even saying, it is important to me that this impulse in you comes to life, for I was the one who planted the desire in your heart in the first place. All right, so in a reading, if you are asking about being ready to start something, be that a project or even a new relationship, an expansion in your family, or a new training program, this is your affirmation and validation from higher guidance. Whatever moves your heart deserves your attention. If you are struggling to see something through, you may be wondering if this is a sign that you should give up on the dream, that it's time to let it go and do something else instead. Remember why you started. Perhaps reconsider giving up, at least for now. You can detach from the form of the original project if you wish, allowing for the universe to adjust the details. But if your heart still beats for the essence, for the initial purpose, honor that. If you've been procrastinating, take a step towards commitment. You have been thinking about it. Do it. The assurance and blessing of the Divine Mother empowers your soul to take even the most apparently impossible or intimidating of prospects and turn them into accomplishments, whilst you are growing in self-confidence and self-mastery. So believe in yourself. The Divine Mother does. So it says here, something wonderful is beginning in your world. This is the guidance. When there are new opportunities coming your way, act on them. Say yes! Exclamation point. The Divine Mother has sent these to you so that you may find your way and ultimately help not only yourself, but others too, through your life journey. Do not feel guilty or unworthy for any assistance, help, or free pass that you receive at this time. It says, quote, free pass, okay? I feel like this is someone who's helping you out here around you. This giving and receiving energy, right? In the positive sense. So it says, whatever stage, where is this? Do not feel guilty or unworthy for any assistance, help, or free pass that you have received at this time. The Divine is moving you forward with loving purpose. Whatever stage you are at in the manifestation of your dreams, be it the earliest glimmer of a vision or one that you have dedicated decades of your life towards, a gift of the Divine Mother is bestowed upon you now. Her red poppy of success. She has guided you and shall continue to do so, offering protection whenever needed, whilst allowing you room to spread your wings and empower yourself by taking responsibility for your efforts. If you stumble into arduous circumstances, ask for help. And trust also that whatever is before you, you can handle it. Beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to pull one more divine card here with the Divine Feminine Oracle cards from Megan Watterson, full of amazing ladies, goddesses, enlightened beings, ascended masters, angels, dakinis, whatever you want to call them, from all over the world. It's just magic. I love this. This is one of my heart decks. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And they all came out. Okay. Can't take three, but thank you, goddesses. This is Lalita, the red goddess. Playfulness is a spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. Rita of Kasha, this is just speaking to being able to tap into your playful nature, making sure to have fun still, not take things too seriously, because you clog your creativity and your energy. Rita of Kasha, the patroness of impossible causes. I am miraculous. My prayers create powerful channels of possibility. Now, I've read this a few times, just because my head is full of so many oracle cards and tarot cards. I don't remember right now, so move on for a second. Thank you, Rita of Kasha. Thekla, the prophetess of true power. I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. I remember this card is very powerful. It was someone where she was divinely guided. I think she was she wouldn't renounce Christianity, I believe. But no matter what happened, I mean, there was major plots to try to destroy her, kill her, harm her, and in every instance she was saved, like in the most miraculous ways. And there's a lion next to her because somebody had made it so that, somebody in power had made it so that she would be sentenced to death by, you know, wild animals. So basically all these animals all of a sudden are all tame and she's completely fine, just like it's depicted here with a lion next to her. Basically speaking to someone who's got this divine power, this purity of spirit, and so she has guidance. She's got protectors. Just like I was saying to you, 3 cards that popped out with, you know, spirit guides and ancestors and things like that. I feel like there's protection for you as well like this, okay? This is a card of major protection. Somebody watching out for you. On the bottom, Sarah Lakali, Queen of the Outsiders. I've arrived. I am where I will always be, in love. This is where you might feel like an outsider. And she's also another Christian goddess. Saying that wherever you are, that this is one of the most loving cards in the deck. And I don't want to just quote it quickly, but I'm going to, as I said, I'm not going to take 3 oracle cards because these meanings are long too. Just wanted to give you a heads up about the cards. So 1 Capricorn card, please. 1 card for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Just 1. Okay, 1. Okay, I'll just pick 1. On the bottom, Vajra Yogini, the essence of all Buddhas. I have the power to make each moment sacred. Everything is material for my liberation. Another Buddhist Dakini, enlightened female energy. Beautiful. So you're the one on top? Oh, wow. Look at this. You got 2 Dakinis. They're both Buddhist wisdom goddesses. The Dakini, and Vajra Yogini is a Dakini as well. Like the Dakini is like the umbrella term. Okay? There's different types of Dakinis. There's enlightened ones. There's mundane ones. Anyone from a crone, a hag, to your mom, to angels, to goddesses, to enlightened deities. Okay? They're all Dakinis. So saying the enlightened feminine, this Dakini. My gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. And Vajra Yogini is an enlightened Dakini. So let's read about her, okay? I'm not, thank you, Vajra Yogini. Thank you, Dakini. Now I'm going to put this crystal down. Just because I like to put the goddesses up here. Put the blue kyanite over here next to this Ace of Swords energy. Dakini. $130. So when your soul selects this card, the Dakini means that the task will be accomplished. Whatever it is you're currently working on, a project, an answer, or a decision, she will help you see through to the other side. In whatever form you need most, as a playful angelic presence, as a taskmaster to help you maneuver through what's hard, or as a messenger with the wisdom that's needed for you to take that next step. But with the Dakini, the answer and the way forward is not with the intellect. She is the embodiment of feminine intuition. She reminds you that you have an innate power to know instinctively what's best for you now. The Dakini means it's not going to be a straight, clear yes or no. With the Dakini, it's the third option. She reminds us that there's something out beyond yes and no, or even right and wrong. There's something your gut will tell you if you can be expansive enough to hear the answer. She's not bound by the usual or by the expected. She will allow you to come up with the unthinkable, the most imaginative, and the most brilliant outcome possible. So the soul voice meditation is, what is my intuition telling me in this moment? Intention, my gut instinct is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. It's following your intuition. That female wisdom. Okay. Now the love section here, the love portion of this reading. Okay, we're almost done, guys. This is Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. We're going to pull 1 oracle card for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. Can you get 1 card for Capricorn, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for September. Sorry, for September. For God's sakes. For February 7th to the 28th. Can we get 1 card, please, for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 7th to the 28th. on the bottom. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And that's just completely about if you had a relationship and it didn't turn out the way you wanted. It's saying that love is like a restaurant and that was the order you put in. If you don't like your order, just return it and put in a new order. And then you get a new relationship, okay? As soon as you make that decision of what you want, it's up to you. The one we read is this one. I knew this was going to come up. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Family equals family issues, okay? So let's put that over here. Let's read about this. Forgiving and learning. Forgiving and learning. Let's see. All right. The romance angels have heard your desire for great love, and they bring you this card as guidance. They see that your heart can give and receive the bliss of romance by clearing away the cobwebs of the past. The angels know that you've been hurt before, and that you're wary of being hurt again. Yet your defenses are creating barriers to allowing love into your life. As you heal your past, you won't keep recreating it. After all, you attract into your life the situations and relationships that remind you of what you've already experienced, because that is a primary tool of healing. To change to a healthier relationship pattern, it is necessary to detoxify any old anger, blame, or unforgiveness you may be holding. This includes forgiving yourself. If you call upon the angels and ask them to help you release and heal your past, they'll clear away the heaviness so that your heart can soar with happiness. Not one of my favorite cards, but whatevs, okay? All right. Lastly, we've got, that's it. That's what we got. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real. You are asked to be real and true, pertaining to who you are and how you feel. Yeah, I just did. No, I'm just kidding. It's for you. On the bottom, physical touch is important. For some of us, nothing is more important than tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. Yeah. See this, romantically speaking, nothing's going on for this Capricorn, okay? Why? Physical touch is important. They're not talking about just romantically. They're saying even a pat on the back or a hug, because this is the energy your outcome is right now, okay? So be authentic to who you are. Let's read about this energy over here. It's very short, number 39. You are asked to be real and true, pertaining to who you are and how you feel. In all relationships, authenticity is important. Sometimes it might seem easier to stuff our feelings and do something that we normally wouldn't do. Be candid and be who you truly are. Accept others for who they are, and don't feel the need to change yourself or anyone else. All right. So in your love life, in your romantic life, Capricorn, it looks like you just have some issues to work through, and not much is going on that front. Looks like you're more concerned with career and finance. Totally, okay? Which looks fantastic. But there is a soulmate energy around you, and I said the soulmate energy, it's not romantic. It's someone who's coming in the form of a support system, like this Six of Pentacles card around you. There's a lot of spirit guides and protection from your ancestors and other fellow spirit travelers, okay? Because they've taken notice of you and they think you're special. Take it as a compliment. Be thankful, be grateful. You don't have to, engage if you don't want to, but they are watching out for you. You can ask for help if you want to, okay? But up to you, whatever. Don't be scared. But that is truthfully what this reading is saying. Everything's going to work out great in the career front. Wise leader, you're a beacon for others. We read about that. And just to recap, lots of responsibilities. Something working in law, I feel like, okay? Like police, military, something like that. Why? Because Athena is the goddess of intelligence, wisdom, and war. Two options that come up. Two opportunities. You got to make a decision. You do. Okay? New, wonderful opportunity. Where you're going to celebrate. Because why? Because you just got a great job. That's what I'm feeling. And here you are. It's like another version of this Justice card. Empowered. Where you have, it's like a ruling monarch energy here, okay? An authoritative figure. Someone who rules with logic and reason. Just like Goddess Athena. Bringing stability into your life. Back again, okay? So this energy is temporary. It's just those kind of stressful moments before your next phase kicks in, okay? Your next growth, your next opportunity. It's that in between, you know, the uglies where you're waiting. Don't let it stress you out like this, okay? Things look great. So that was your reading. Please check in for your Valentine's Day reading, your next love reading. Also, I do have your monthly February love reading up, so please do see that and check it out. I also have 2 tarot hauls up where I show you some crystals that I bought and some new tarot decks that I bought. It's really fun. I love seeing that stuff myself. And also, one of the decks I got was used, so I just wanted to explain in the video how I cleansed the deck. All right? So if you're interested,